Hello everyone, welcome to this full body refresh. So today we're going to be doing exactly that, refreshing the entire body, and we're going to start at the feet. So come into the back edge of your mat, come to a kneeling position and tuck the toes. Lovely. If this is too intense for you, feel free to bring your hands down at any point. Otherwise, bring your hands up onto your thighs and see if you can relax your shoulders down. And we're sinking the weight of our body into our heels, so we're stretching through the soles of the feet. Wonderful. Take a breath in to sit nice and tall. And take a nice big sigh out through the mouth. Good. As you inhale, reach the hands high overhead. And then as you exhale, interlace the fingers, bring them to the back of the head. Good. We'll take a little flow here, hopefully to distract you from your feet. Inhale, lift the chest, look up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, chin to chest, rounding through the upper back. Good. Inhale, elbows out, chin up. Exhale to bring it in. Good. Inhale, open. Exhale to close. Good. Inhale, open the chest. And then as you exhale, take your hands behind, interlace your fingers, squeeze the palms together, open through your chest just that little bit more. How are those toes doing? Good, take a nice big breath. And then as you exhale, release the hands out in front, lift up the feet and give your ankles a little bit of a roll out, maybe even tap out your toes. Good, so your feet should feel nice and warm now. Very nice. Let's come to our forearms, so elbows right underneath the shoulders, and then extend the right leg back, pushing through that heel. So you're stretching through the calf muscle. So keep the leg really straight and really strong and press back. Breathing here. Good, and then switch it on over. So right knee in, left leg out, pushing through that heel. Keep the leg really straight and strong. And use the strength in your shoulders to push back into that heel. Wonderful. We're going to transform this into a forearm plank. So step your right foot back to meet your left. Press back through the heels. Find a little mushroom of the upper back so you feel the shoulders nice and strong. Core begins to fire up. Good. Nice big breath. As you exhale, drop the knees, untuck the toes, and then lower the pelvis down. So now we're in this little back bend. Good. Slightly drag your hands back towards you so you feel that opening through the chest. Good. Breathing in. As you exhale, look all the way over to your right foot. Breathing into the stretch through the side of the neck. Lovely. Inhale through center. And then looking all the way over to the left foot. Take a couple of breaths there. Good. Inhaling through center. And then as you exhale, hands underneath the shoulders, nose to mat. Big toes together, then push back to child's pose. So forehead to the mat, sit bones to heels. Couple of deep breaths into that back body. Good. And then as you inhale, come forwards to all fours. Tuck your toes and then find a downward facing dog. Now, as we've stretched out through the feet and the calves a little bit, you'll find that you can maybe find that downward dog a little bit easier as we now working towards those hamstrings. Lovely. As you inhale, let's come forwards to a high plank now. Keep strong through the legs. As you exhale, drop the knees, untuck the toes, slowly lower down with control. Inhale to lift the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, lower down, come back through all fours, then find a downward facing dog. Good. As you inhale, let's come forwards to a high plank once more. This time you can use your knees if you wish or not. So bending into the elbows, thighs off the mat. Inhale to lift the chest, spread the collarbones wide. Exhale, back into your downward facing dog. Lovely. Good. From here, let's begin to walk the feet towards the hands. So come into the top edge of our mat.
Take the feet about hip width apart. Soften your knees. And just allow your upper body to hang. So maybe you grab opposite elbows, or maybe you just want your fingertips resting onto the floor. Good. Allow the head to hang heavy. Very nice. Soften through the knees even more, and then slowly roll up through the spine. As you inhale, reach the hands high overhead, lift on out of your waistline. And as you exhale, bring your hands together at heart center. Good. Step your feet together so your big toes are touching. Fan out your toes, standing tall. Now really zip up through the core here. So imagine you're wearing like tight trousers. Draw them in. Good. As you inhale, lift the prayer up and overhead. Look to your thumbs. As you exhale, fold yourself in half. Inhale for a half lift. Find length through the waist. As you exhale, plant the hands, step it back to a plank and breathe. As you exhale, lower down, option to use the knees. Inhale to lift the chest, spread the collarbones wide. And as you exhale, lift it back into a downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale, float your right leg high. And as you exhale, with control, step it in between the hands. Good. Inhale to a high lunge, reaching those hands high. And then as you exhale, drop the back heel, opening up the arms into warrior two. Good. So push your right knee to the right. That knee's going to want to roll in. So see if you can push against it so you open through that hip. Lovely. From here, flip your front palm. Inhale, reach forwards and reverse your warrior back. As you exhale, right elbow to right knee. Top hand reaches up and over. See if you can rotate your chest to the sky and keep your back leg really strong and engaged. Good. Couple more breaths. Good. One more breath in. Exhale, look down to your big toe. Inhale back to your warrior two. And then straighten up that front leg, give it a little break. Awesome. Reach out of your hip. This time, right hand down, left arm up, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Option to stay here, option to bring the top hand to your hip, or maybe some of us can reach it all the way behind and grab for our inner thigh. So lengthening your tailbone back, reaching the crown of the head forwards, and also leaning back here. Imagine you're resting onto the wall behind you. Good. Nice big breath in. Exhale, look down to the front foot. Inhale to come all the way back up. And then as you exhale, bend deeply into that front knee, warrior two. Good. Flip your front palm. Inhale, reach forwards, reverse it back. As you exhale, spiral your hands down over the front foot. Step it back to a high plank on your in-breath. On your out-breath, lower down. Option to use the knees. Inhale to lift the chest, point the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale to place it in between the hands. Inhale to a high lunge. Exhale to warrior two. Drop that back heel, opening up the arms. Nice and strong through your feet here. Imagine you're ripping your mat apart with your feet. Good. Flip your front palm. Inhale, reach forwards, reverse it back. Exhale, left elbow to left knee. Top hand reaches up and overhead. Keep sinking the hips low and see if you can rotate your chest to face the ceiling. Keep energy in that top hand, like you're actively reaching out of the waist. Good, breathing in. Exhale, look down to the front foot. Inhale to come back to warrior two. And then straighten up that front leg. Whew, give it a little break. Both legs are straight. Inhale, reach your left hand forwards. And then bringing it down as your right arm comes up Squeezing the shoulder blades together, open across the chest. Maybe the top hand stays where it is, maybe it comes to your hip, maybe some of us reach it around so we open across the front of the top shoulder. Breathe, keep your legs really strong and engaged. Good, one more breath. Exhale, look down to your front foot. Inhale to come up with control. And then as you exhale, bend deeply into that front knee. Maybe you can get a bit deeper into that hip. Lovely, flip your front palm. Inhale, reach forward, reverse. As you exhale, spiral those hands down. Step it back to a high plank, breathe in. As you exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift the chest, spread the collarbones. Exhale, meeting back in a downward facing dog. Lovely, breathe in. Breathe out. As you inhale, bend the knees, look forward. As you exhale, step or jump to the top. As you inhale, hands up into the knees or the shins, find length. And then as you exhale, fold. Good, heel toe the feet to the outside edges of your mat with your big toes pointing out and then sitting low into a deep squat. So hands can stay on the floor if you wish, or hands together at heart center. So you want to feel a nice opening through the front of the chest and in the hips as well. Lovely. Let's take one hand out to the side. So keep that elbow in front of the knee, and then the opposite hand is going to reach up. Maybe you can get it to like 12 o'clock. Expand across the chest. Reach your fingers in opposite directions. Good, one more deep breath. Exhale, hands to the heart, reset, and then opposite side. So bringing one hand out to the side, keep it in front of the knee as the opposite hand reaches up and open. Almost lean back here and you'll feel a little bit more opening in the hip. Good, one more deep breath. Exhale, hands to heart and reset. Lovely. Let's come down, take a seat. So bringing the hands behind. Come into a cross-legged position, and then you're going to grab a hold of your right shin. So you're going to grab a hold of the knee and the foot like so. So for some of us, we just move it a little bit like this, just kind of feeling into that hip. For some of us, you might be able to cradle it in your arms and bring it up a little bit higher. So just find a little bit of a regular movement for that hip. Very nice, good. And then we're going to interlace the fingers around the ball of that foot and then begin to straighten the leg. So for some of us, this is enough like this, we're still feeling that lovely stretch. Or maybe for some of us, we find that full extension, heel pushing up towards the sky, and see if you can keep your chest nice and proud. And you're going to feel a lovely stretch down the back of that leg. Lovely, nice big breath in. And as you exhale, bend into the knee, releasing it down. Let's do the same on the opposite side. So grabbing a hold of the foot and the knee like this, or maybe like this. But just see if you can find some irregular movement in that hip. So for some of us, bringing it all the way across, we feel a nice stretch down here. Maybe bringing it this way, you get into the inner thigh a little bit more. Good, and then let's go for that hamstring stretch. So interlacing the fingers around the ball of the foot and then begin to extend up towards the ceiling. So don't worry if you can't get it totally straight, just go to a place that feels good for your body today. Keep flexing the toes back towards the face and directing the breath all the way down the back of the leg. Good, nice big breath in. As you exhale, bend into the knee and release. Lovely. We're going to come onto our back from here. So feet flat on the mat, hands out in front, take a breath. And then as you exhale, we're going to slowly roll down. So as slowly and mindfully as you can, bring yourself down. Lovely. Let's bring the feet a little bit closer. So you want to be able to brush your heel with your middle finger like this. And then pressing into the hands, pressing into the feet. Lift the bum, lift the chest. Some of us can stay here, or if you'd like to, interlace your fingers, squeeze the palms together, and then you can tuck one shoulder underneath you one at a time to find a little bit of a deeper back bend. Good. As you inhale, find lift. And as you exhale, really ground down through your foundation. So through the feet, through the back of the shoulder. Good. One more full breath. And as you exhale, slowly lower down. Upper back, middle back, lumbar spine. Well done. Take a little swing of the knees from side to side. And then hugging the knees in nice and close towards you. Give yourself a squeeze. Well done. Take the arms out into a cactus shape. Breathe in. Exhale. Allow the knees to fall to the right. Allow the legs to be heavy. The shoulders to remain in contact with the floor. Good. As you inhale, knees through middle. And then letting them fall all the way over to the opposite side. Allowing the breath to massage the body here. Wonderful. Inhale, knees through center. And then give yourself a little squeeze. And then gently making your way to a seated position. Sitting nice and tall. And close the eyes. As you inhale, see if you can sit that little bit taller. And as you exhale, allowing a sense of ease to wash over you. Just take a moment now to notice how you feel in both body and mind. And then bringing the hands together at the heart, bowing the head down towards yourself. Really thank yourself for carving out the time today to look after both your body and your mind. Blinking the eyes open and welcoming yourself back into the rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me for this video, and I shall see you on the next one.